Hey, Southern Male here. How you heck you boys doing this evening? Happy New Year, by the way, guys. Yeah, hopefully 2018 is going to be better, because this year's been a little insane. I was, the other day I was out looking at TFM site, Turd Fleeing Monkey site, and he had his newscast going, and they did a story on a couple of things, but one of them was a article written by a woman trying to explain why some of the mixed signals sent out by women. And so she's trying to explain in her article how no means no, except for sometimes it means try harder, or even means yes, and yes means yes, except for sometimes it means no, because they feel like a slut in going along with something. And it's like, I sat back and looked at it and thought, what kind of batshit crazy is this? Seriously, are we supposed to be damn mind readers too, along with everything else women expect? And they're out here running around going, oh, he made a sexual advance at me, and try to ruin a guy's career, or he groped me and tried to get you arrested, or he raped me and tried to get you arrested. You begin to step back and go, what in the hell? And I'll leave a link down there to TFM's newscast on it so that you can listen to him pick this apart too. But yeah, it was ridiculous. This is getting to the point to where you really have to step back and go, what the hell's going on here? And I think a lot of it is that this is just the next step in the war on men. This hashtag Me Too bullshit going on out there. And it's going to get, and they're crying about that they've already started seeing a backlash, where businesses are kind of getting a little skittish of women. And, they need to get a little worried about it, because business is not going to continue to waste time, money, and effort playing these silly games with them. They're all about the money. And so when their key players are being targeted by these little gold diggers, or I shouldn't call them gold diggers, it's a bad term, these poor little victims who have waited 25 years to try to pick up a check, to clear their minds from this terrible sexual harassment they went through. It's game over on this shit, guys. It really is. As an older guy, thank God, I'm not having to deal with these younger millennials, because those chicks are nuts. They have been so indoctrinated and brainwashed, they don't know which ends up most of the time. But overall, most women are a little crazy. And maybe it's time we just started, being very cautious with them. Because, today you're looking at prison time. If they make an accusation of rape, you could end up in prison. And you can stand there screaming it was consensual sex till the cows come home, and you're going to have to prove it was. One of the things that I was kind of running through my mind is, I don't know that it wouldn't be a bad idea for guys, single guys, to install good surveillance equipment throughout their home, where you can record audio and visual in every room in your house, except for maybe one guest bathroom that you leave unmonitored and stay out of there. But to where, if nothing else, you may have audio and video evidence to clear your name should one of these crazy broads go home and go, well, yeah, I know I said yes, but I really was thinking no, so I'm going to go ahead and file a rape complaint. It can ruin you. So why not protect yourself? No going to a motel. It's no, you can come back to my place and make sure that you got your recorders running so that you can record this girl having multiple orgasms and giving you a BJ at the end of it all, and, having a wonderful time. You can hand it to the police and say, does that look like rape to you? You know. So, and sad to say, that's probably going to be the only way that a man can protect himself anymore. Because they're trying to push this stuff into a regulatory courts for sexual harassment, domestic battery, things of this nature, much like the family courts. We all know how screwed up that is. And the system is in place, and the system likes this. It's a way that they can empty out your pockets, make themselves feel real good, and you almost begin to wonder, are you really trying to destroy, the culture? Because it's sure what they're working on. I mean, they've destroyed traditional families. Marriage is going into the tank. People are not reproducing. It's all went crazy. And it's all because, the feminist movement convinced women, oh, you're a total equal to man, blah, 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 blah. But yet they're miserable. They're not happy with their lives. And a lot of them have flatly become men haters. And it's a shame. But, a smart man today had better protect himself. Because, you start looking at what's going on in places like Europe, Spain, even Israel. It's a nightmare, and it's coming to a state near you soon. Men need to just back away from this stuff. We need to start working on us, being the best men we can be, and that's where MGTOW can really help a man grow in that direction. I don't have a lot of time for the woman-hating stuff. It's no point in it. You can just look at their nature, their actions, how society has put this mess together, and you start asking yourself a very simple question. Is this really living? If I'm always looking over my shoulder. Maybe we should turn the game on it. Maybe it should be, let's quit asking them even out. Let's quit even talking with them. Let's make them make the first approach. Let's make the woman approach the man. Just be the best man you can be and see what you can attract. And quit approaching these girls. Because if you say the wrong thing to them when you're talking to them, suddenly now you're in sexual harassment land. Who needs that kind of shit? Say, go out with your buddies, have some beers, and if you see a cute girl at the other end of the room and she's looking at you smiling, look back and smile, but don't walk over there. Make her come to you. Make these girls start understanding, no, you're going to make the first move. You're going to risk the rejection. You're going to get to pay for the first date. Guess why? You say you want to be like a man? Congratulations, ladies. We're going to treat you like a man. I can tell you, it could turn the coin, because if nothing else, they couldn't say, well, he come up and he was sexually harassing me by asking me out. I didn't ask you out, baby. You asked me. You have a great day, okay? Something to think about, but this is all screwed up. But until we can flip this dating dynamic around, it would probably be far, far better to limit your conversations with females down to business and always have a witness. It's sad. It is truly sad that the interpersonal communication between men and women has now had to degrade to this state. And they have nobody to blame but themselves, honestly. And it's time for us to start reacting to this and just start saying, I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me get a witness in here before we continue any further conversations. Use your head. Protect yourself. Think about that surveillance equipment. Maybe a very good idea. Once again, Happy New Year, gentlemen. And I hope life's treating you well. And keep going MGTOW.